The Hockey Dude. The Hockey Dude.
What's up, hockey fans? What is up? How are we all doing tonight? Got an interesting wave of events today in hockey between COVID protocols and games getting canceled due to the snow and all that good stuff. Yo, what's up, Jose? All right, that's cool. I guess you got a little bit of extra time at work tonight, huh, buddy? Jose and I will be taking part in my podcast in about a week or so, and we're going to talk in depth the NHL salary cap. We're doing a lot of homework on it, and it's going to be a great conversation. So I'm looking forward to doing that with you, Jose. It's going to be a good time, man. It's going to be a great conversation. My friend Jared just texted me about my shirt saying Forsberg, Sakic, Sundin, so good. Yeah, I think they were better off with Forsberg than Lindros. Maybe. Who knows? Something that can never be answered. We could debate about it till we're blue in the face. Congratulations to Shea Weber on his 1,000th NHL game being played tonight. It's quite a feat. So kudos to you, captain of the Red Hot Montreal Canadiens. Speaking of Red Hot, I'm 30 games above 500 in my predictions. How are you doing? Oh, of course not. That's a completely different scenario, bud. That's like let's save Quebec Nordique logistics for another chat because that's just something that they stay in Quebec. A lot of things. The face of the franchise is completely different. They probably don't win those two cups. But yeah, we saved that. I'm going to get into tonight's predictions that I make every single day in my blog at thehockeydude10.blogspot.com. I am 30 games. You hear that, Jose? 30 games above 500 on the season. How you doing? So let's jump right in. Unfortunately, the Islanders-Sabres game was canceled or rescheduled due to snow, inclement weather here in the Northeast. I have about 14 inches outside my front door that I have not shoveled properly, we'll say. But yeah, so the Blue Jackets play the Stars. I actually have the Stars lighting them up tonight, 5-2. The Canadians stay red hot in Vancouver. It will take overtime tonight. I think the battle of the backups. Or is Demko even a backup? He's like the starter, and Holtby's more the backup now. Holtby stinks. I am so pissed that I drafted him in a lot of my fantasy leagues because I really thought he would have that chip on his shoulder. You know, he's making just under $5 million a season. He got signed to a nice 2-year deal. I figured he was going to have a bounce back year. Where is that bounce back year, Braden? You're killing me. You're costing me money. Damn you. Damn me for drafting him. All my fault. So the Canadians 4-3 over the Canucks in overtime. What can I say, man? Kevin Lankinen is making a case for Rookie of the Year. I may have to rewrite my blog. This guy, along with Kirill Kaprizov and Ty Smith, have really taken the Calder Trophy early on this season by storm. Lankinen's like 3-1 with Chicago. He's got an under 2 goals against. So I don't think it matters tonight. I think the Hurricanes are stacked. Like we said in a previous stream, Jose, these Calder Trophy winners, they come out of nowhere. And I wasn't expecting it this year. No, they might not fall on suck this year. Thanks in part to Lankinen's play as of late, man. The kid's been phenomenal. Kudos to him. I still think the Hurricanes do it tonight, but I think the Hawks get a point. I think it's in a shootout. You'll see the Hurricanes beat the Blackhawks 3-2 in a shootout. The Blues Coyotes, what can I say? Kemper has not been his normal self early on this year. So I think the Blues roll over the Coyotes 4-1. The Jets at the Flames. I think tonight's battle of the backups. Jamesy, I told you, buddy, you liked yesterday's. This one is even better, man. This is like the cream of the crop. I can't wait to get a jersey. I'm still looking for the right price jersey. Probably get a Joe Sakic powder blue. Thanks for being here, bud. Appreciate your jumping in, man. In a little bit, we're going to talk about the top 5 all-time goal scoring seasons. They had to match, man. They had to match. Speaking of Quebec and Colorado, again, I'm sorry. I have the battle of the backups. I have the Jets taking out the Flames tonight, 5-4. It's going to be a barn burner. Speaking of Quebec, Colorado, I have the Avalanche over the Wild 4-3, and I got the Kings beating the Ducks 3-1. And unfortunately for the Ottawa Senators, it's going to be a long season. I got the Oilers over them 5-2. So those are my predictions for tonight. Again, I am 30 games above 500. How you doing? But yeah, man, did some research today. Saw some numbers that just blew me away. I mean, there were obvious numbers. I knew about them. And I'm sure all of us as hockey fans know about them. So, yo, what's up, eh? How you doing, brother? Thanks for jumping in. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you being here, buddy. Thank you so much. How you living, man? How's the snow keeping you? Hopefully everybody's warm, safe, happy, and healthy, man. Appreciate you jumping in. Good looks to you, man. But did you guys know that there were like 14 or 15 different players that had, well, more than that, 14, 15, and 12, 14, 15, and 12, whatever the numbers are, there were an extraordinary amount of 60 goal scorers in one season. But you know what's funny? It never, ever happened. If I'm not mistaken, it's happened once. I think Ovechkin did it once with 65. So it's only happened once since like 92, 93 when we had that dynamite season. James, players that have had 60 goal seasons, 60 goal seasons. We've had a slew of 50 goal seasons. There were 4 seasons in the National Hockey League where there were no 50 or 60 or 70 or what have you goal scorers. 4 seasons. Granted, shortened seasons, but a couple of them just did not have one. So that was kind of interesting to me. I did not know that fun fact. It's just been crazy. Let me read off a little bit of a list here. 50 goal seasons, 50. 50 goal seasons across the NHL, across all the eras. It was done 9 times by Wayne Gretzky and Mike Bossy. It was done 8 times, according to the research I did. It was done 8 times by Ovechkin, 6 times by Guy Lafleur, Mario Lemieux, and Gilbert Dion, 5 times by Pavel Bure, Bobby Hull, Brett Hull and Phil Esposito. 4 times by Tim Kerr, Michel Goulet, how you doing, and Yari Curry. 3 times by Cam Neely, Vaive, Johnny Leclerc, Luke Robitaille, Timo Solani, Jaromir Jagr. 25 players were tied with 250-plus goal seasons. And again, like I mentioned before, there were four seasons where we did not have a 50-goal scorer. Recent years, you know, you had let's go back. You had Draisaitl last year. You had Ovi 2 years ago. You had none in 17-18, none in 16-17. Then it's pretty much the Ovi show, except the year Stamkos had 60 in 2011-2012. But yeah, those that 80s, that late 70s, mid 70s, late 70s, early 80s into like the offense. There's a reason why Grant Fuhr had like a 4 goals against average, and he was still one of the most phenomenal goalies in the league. Which is mind blowing. Sorry, my father's doctor just texted me, so that's usually an interesting scenario. Doctors are texting now. I mean, hey, welcome to 2021, right? You think when Ovechkin retires, there's not going to be a player that can do it? What about Connor McDavid? What about Leon Draisaitl? What about Nathan McKinnon, Gabriel Landeskog? Landeskog, maybe not. I'm just, thinking off the top of my head. They're the guys that come to mind. Unfortunately, I can't just spit out any more because there's a few across the league that I think can do it. A few that can definitely do it, even after Ovechkin retires. Which, who knows when that's going to be. This guy's going to be like Brady, playing till forever, you know? Well, let me tell you something. 60 goals in a season. Gretzky did it 5 times. So did Mike Bossy. Excuse me. Phil Esposito and Mario Lemieux did it 4 times each. Good old Brett Hull did it 3 times. Yari Curry, Steve Yzerman, and Pavel Bure did it 2 times. So there's that. My phone calls are not going. You know what else is weird? My phone calls are not going through today. And I have no idea why my phone calls are not going through today. Strange day for me. Strange day at home. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, James. I don't know why the room is freezing on your phone, buddy. So yeah, I was hoping we'd have a couple guys that I was talking to off the stream. We're doing some homework today, and we were going to discuss the top 5 all-time goal scoring seasons. So I'm going to get right into it. We're going to dive right in. Just making sure that nobody's telling me that they can't jump in, jump on. But yeah, all right. So the top 5 all-time greatest goal seasons in the NHL. At number 5, we have the 1983-84 season, where let me backtrack a little bit. We're going based off 50 goal scorers and better, because all them added up with all the other scoring would solidify the fact that they are in the position that they're in. So this is coming off the fact of how many goal scorers had 50 goals or more. So how many players scored 50 more in this season only? That's the criteria that we're using for this top 5 all-time goal scoring seasons in the NHL. So just to full disclosure on that. So yeah, so in 83-84, we had 8 players that scored 50 goals or better. That totaled up that totaled 457 goals over those 8 players. The guy who led the way? Oh, that's right. 83-84, you guessed it. The great one, Wayne Gretzky. He had 87 goals that year. Hint, hint, not even his best year for goals produced. That's crazy. And we all know it. We all know the history. We all know how amazing the great one was, even if he had Messier and Curry and, all these other guys playing along with him. He's still the great one. And there's nothing that will ever take that away from Wayne Gretzky. Do you guys think the record will hold out for all time? That's what I want to know. What say you? Do you think the record will hold out for all time? Who knows? Yeah. But Wayne Gretzky led the way in 83-84. He had 87 goals. Insanity. The Wayne Gretzky record. Which record? Points, goals, assists. Do you think any of these records will be broken? Anything. I don't think anybody's ever going to score 92 goals in a season. Any single Gretzky record, however you want to. I know it's a very vague question, but let's face it, he has all the records. So, will any of his records be broken? Any of them? Ever? No. Who's scoring 92 goals in a season? Look at that. As Jose just mentioned, the guy has more assists than the second highest points total. Crazy. Absolute insanity. But yeah, so 83-84, again, this is based off of 50 goal scorers or better. In 83-84, we had 8 50 goal scorers or better. It totaled 457 goals over those 8 players. Gretzky led the way with 87. The 4th place team. I don't think it can. I think the hockey that we have today, I'm not going to lie, I think it's really good. I think it's almost perfect. Because you have your offensive breakouts. You have the right amount of defense. The goaltending is really good. Obviously, the goal scoring is down because the equipment is much larger than it ever was. So it's an obvious situation, Pardon me. It's definitely an obvious thing that it will never ever get back that amount of goal scoring. But I think guys can still put the biscuit in the basket, man. I think that it's going to be really hard. I know that there's a lot of chatter about it. Sorry, I'm just turning my heater over to me because it is freezing in here. Freezing. But so I don't think so either. The 4th season. Let's get into season 4. We went with number 5, 83-84. Number 4, the 79-80 season had 9 players with 50 goals or better. Indeed, Jose, very safe. Nothing to worry about. He's pretty much got it covered. He's pretty much got his records, and I don't think anybody will break any of them. You would have thought maybe Sid, maybe Ovi. Is the jury still out? Is the jury still out on Connor McDavid? You think maybe he has a chance? That could be that could be an interesting topic 5 years from now. So let's try to go back to that 5 years from now. Well, 83-84 had 8 50 or better goal scorers. So 79-80 had 9 50 or better goal scorers, which is interesting because Gretzky had 87 the place prior, and in 79-80 Charlie Simmer only had 56. That was the highest goal scorer in that year, and yet there were 9 of them. 473 goals out of those 9 50 or goal scorers, 50 or better goal scorers. 473 goals scored that year. The next 3 years are gonna really blow you away. The next 3 years are quite interesting. So the third overall season was 1984-85, where again you had 9 50 or better goal scorers, 9 of them. Leading the way was the great one again. This time he only had 73 goals. He only had 73 goals that year. Exactly. But the 9 50 or better goal scorers, along with Wayne Gretzky's 73, gave 522 goals on that season. So, extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. Really, looking back and looking into the records and looking into the history, it really blew my mind. It really took me by surprise, and I was just like, wow, this is incredible. The next year on the list is one that obviously will go down as probably the greatest year, although I do have my reservations in why the number 1 overall slot took it, obviously because they had the most goals from their... Wait till you hear this, Jose. You think 99 50 goal scorers wasn't a half bad season? In 1981-82, you had 10 guys that scored 50 or more goals. I need 2 hands to count that. 10. 10 guys that had 50 or more goals. And that was the year. That was the year that the great one put 92 pucks into the back of the net. 92 goals in 1981-1982 by the great one. What? Are you kidding me? We all know it's there. We all know that it's spoken about ad nauseum. But I don't care. Are you kidding me? That is unbelievable. That will never, ever be surpassed. He only scored 92 goals. 1981-82 was a year to remember. There were 10 50 or better goal scorers on that season. 10. It was incredible. But sitting at number 1. Wow, this is. So let me just go back real quick. With Gretzky's 92 goals, the 10 50 or better goal scorers, 578 goals out of all of them in total. Wonderful, right? Fantastic. In 1992-1993, we had a battle for the Maurice Richard Trophy for the ages. Because both Alexander Mogilny and Teemu Selanne scored 76 goals that season. Oh, but guess what? Selanne was a rookie! Are you kidding me? Have yourself a season. Hey, boys. But that year, something that stands out along with that season, 1992, 1993, that season, you had 14 players that scored 50 goals or more in 1992, 1993, including Alexander Mogilny and Timo Solani, who had 76 goals. 76 goals. And like I just said, Solani was a rookie. Ovechkin didn't even do that. Okay? Huh. All-time rookie season, Jose. You got that right. I don't think so either. I don't think we'll ever see 92 for anybody, and I don't think we'll ever see 76. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. But there were 830 goals, man. All right, man. If I'm not here, enjoy the games that you get to watch tonight, buddy. I do appreciate you being here, and thanks for the commentary and the chat from your end. It is very much appreciated, my friend. Safe travels. Get home safe. And maybe I'll catch you for the last 10 minutes if I'm still here. But yeah, just to finish up a few thoughts, a few things that, you know, are, pardon me, I'm so sorry. Just a few things that should be mentioned. Wayne Gretzky had 100-point seasons 15 times over his career. 100 points or better, obviously. Obviously, when you're scoring 92 and 87 and 73 goals, it's not really that hard to not accomplish. But one of my all-time favorite players, even though he's a Pittsburgh Penguin, Mario Lemieux did it 10 times. 100 points or better 10 times throughout his career. Not too shabby. Way to go, Mario. Super Mario. Man, that guy was something else. Gilbert Dion did it 8 times in his career. Mike Bossy did it 7 times throughout his career. And there are 9 players that did it 6 times. That I kind of just threw into a little bubble and said, okay, these 9 guys did it 6 times. Not even going to give you names. Sure, guys like Espo and Hall. You got a few good ones. Got some craziness. Got some crazy numbers in here, man. Lemieux led the league in 95, 96 post-lockout with 69 goals that year. Besides Ovi in 07, 08, there wasn't another. Oh, yeah. Stamkos in 11, 12 with 60. Ovechkin with 65 in 07, 08. Lemieux with 69 in 95, 96. Bore with 60 in 93, 94. Mogilny and Solani, the aforementioned season. Hull had 70 in 91, 92. Hull had 86 in 90, 91. Hull had 72 in 89, 90. Lemieux had 85 in 88, 89. Lemieux had 70 in 87, 88. Oh, man. We mentioned the Gretzky seasons. It's insane numbers, ladies and gentlemen, hockey fans. It's insane numbers. And I'm just dumbfounded every time I'm reminded of everything that comes about when you do a little bit of research and you look at these seasons and how much hockey has changed. Hockey's changed drastically, especially now with look at what's going on tonight. You got games postponed because of the COVID. I mean, it's been happening all year. Got games postponed because of inclement weather. But hockey has changed so much over the years. I think we're at a good middle ground. We're at a good medium because it's a real good product that's on the ice right now. It's a young man's game now, that's for sure. So there's a lot of speed and a lot of energy on that ice every single night. These young men, these young boys, these children are taking the league by storm, and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible what these uh, what these kids are able to do and what they're able to produce on the ice. We'll never see another Gretzky. Well, maybe we'll see Lemieux-esque, but we'll never see another Gretzky. Hell, we may never see another another McGillney or Solani. We'll definitely never see a rookie that puts up 76. I don't think we'll ever see it. Not in my lifetime. At 42 years old, I don't think the next X amount of years will have anything to do with that. Whatever I get to live to, I don't think we'll see it. But yeah, it's a fun product that's on the ice right now. It's a whole lot of fun. It's real good game. I enjoy it very much. I enjoy watching these youngsters come out of nowhere, like Kevin Lankinen in Chicago, like Ty Smith in New Jersey, like Kirill Kaprizov in Minnesota, like Tim Stutzel in Ottawa. These guys haven't come out of nowhere. Lankinen did, if I'm not mistaken. He was even undrafted. Um, Maybe I could be wrong on that. Don't hold me to it. Can't quote everything the hockey dude says, because sometimes it just doesn't. It doesn't really become a fact, or it's not taken from a fact. I'm just trying to run off the wheels that are turning upside in the head right now. Listen, you guys, we can talk about whatever you want on this stream. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love you guys to let me know. You can reach me at thehockeydudex@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter and shoot me slide into my DMs. Tweet at me. I'd be more than happy to make new friends in the hockey world. I love it. It's a passion of mine. I love talking about it. And I hope to have more of you get involved with me. Let me know what you want to hear, what kind of topic you want to discuss. I will do the run-of-the-mill, everyday hockey stuff. I do my predictions, thehockeydude10.blogspot.com. I'm 30 games above 500 on the season. You may want to check that out. I have a podcast that I do once a week that's pretty much based off one major topic from the week. Next week, my friend Jose and myself will be diving in on the NHL salary cap. Its pros, its cons, what it all has to do with everything. Pardon me, so that's going to be a fun chat. But other than that, hockey fans, I mean, we got a few good games on the tube tonight. I wish I could say may all your teams win, but unfortunately there's a winner and a loser from every game. May all your teams get a point tonight. How about that? May all your teams that are playing tonight get a point in the standings. At least, at the bare minimum. So that could mean a lot of overtime and a lot of shootout games. But that's always fun. Who doesn't like a skills competition to determine a game? Let's go back to ties. Let's go back to ties. Let's go back to some of the old school rules. Just some of them, like ties. Who misses ties? I miss ties. Ties are fun. No outright winner or loser. So, Yeah, hockey fans, it's been fun. It's a lot of fun when you're going through these historical records and refreshing your memory on a lot of stuff. Right, Jose? We need to bring back the tie. I listen. The shootout. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I'm not trying to go against what I'm saying. The shootout is a lot of fun to see what these guys can do. It's a lot of fun. It really is. But it's no way to determine the outcome of a game. You don't go to a field goal challenge in football. You don't go to a home run derby in baseball. Want to go to soccer route with that, huh, buddy? 3 points for a win. What, 2 points for a tie and a point for a loss? No, you can't do that. That's too much. Nothing for a loss. We should write a letter to the league. Every game is worth 3 points. It could make things interesting, that's for sure. What would happen with that is all-time records for team points in a season would definitely get broken. Well, that's not my decision, unfortunately. Imagine if we ran the league, how much different it would be. It'd be insanity. Be a damn good league, that's for sure. If you had, okay, one quick question for you. It's just me and you here right now. So, one question for you. You're a GM. You're starting a team from scratch. You can pick one player, any player, from around the National Hockey League. Anybody. Any one player around the league. That's your cornerstone. That's your heart. That's current. Yeah. We can't get into all time. Current player. If you could have one guy to start your team with, who would you pick? Who would be your face of your franchise, if you will? I agree 100%. Maybe it was too obvious. Maybe it's just a question that everybody would answer identically. Well, yeah, you need a solid foundation around that one brick. That's not even a brick. That's a boulder. That's a cinder block. That's the strength. That's the strength. And then the foundation that builds around it is crucial. There. We're gonna maybe we'll do a discussion. Maybe we'll do a stream on your all-time fantasy hockey. Uh, eh, you could, yeah, you definitely could. We'll have a stream about that. We'll have a stream about if you were a GM and you were starting a team, who would be your three forwards, two defensemen, and your goalie to start out with? I think everybody picks McDavid as the prime source. And then I'd be interested to see whoever. But let's leave that for another stream. Maybe we do that tomorrow. Maybe we come back tomorrow and we talk fantasy. We talk, unless somebody emails me something better or something that they really want us to talk about, thehockeydudex@gmail.com. we're going to leave that conversation for possibly for tomorrow. I think that would be a great topic. Having a nice little fantasy GM. Let's really play armchair GM. Let's have that discussion tomorrow. Um, Maybe you stay at work a little bit later. Wink, wink, something happened. Listen, Jose, it's always a pleasure having you here. Everybody else that tuned in, that sometimes watches after the stream goes off the air, appreciate you all. Hit that follow button. Let me know you're interested. Send me an email. Follow me on Twitter. I can never do that right. Follow me on Twitter. Shoot me an email. Let's chat. Let's talk hockey. Let's do it together. That's the key. Let's do it together. But Jose, my friend, I thank you very much, my brother. I'll probably talk to you in a few minutes over here. I'll interrupt you at dinner. Everybody else, have a great night. Enjoy hockey. Peace.